Let me just scare the bejesus out of you. Such fucking good timing. Oh, that was such good timing. Uh, Brodus, you good to go?
I am good to go.
Luna, are you good to go?
I'm good.
Phoenix, you good to go?
Mm.
I swear to bejesus. Are you or
Don't
are
worry.
you not good to go?
Yeah.
Do you have coffee? Do we need to wait so that you can grab some coffee?
You'd be waiting like 20 fucking minutes. No, you're fine.
Fuck that.
You're fine.
Okay. So if you remember last time, for your wonderful one-shots, each of our wonderful people had decided to stick around after running into some very, very strange rats in the sewers that seemed to be corrupted by a fracture in the realm, in the plane itself, that had been spewing out this and fiery energy. And it seemed to be getting absorbed into the rats and causing a problem. They met a rather insane wizard with a penchant for bombs. And having rescued him, found out that there might be splits in the blades. And that this could be causing problems. You guys successfully managed to complete your mission. And in response, you were given clemency for the crimes that you had committed, whether they were, in fact, committed by you or not. Each of you having agreed to come back for future tasks had been gifted each of your magical items back, even though Elisis, whatever, Eli, had grabbed all three. They were then divvied up as a part of your loot for a task well done. For Elisis, you managed to get a ring of spell storing. For Nala, you ended up with a set of bracers of defense. And for V, you had ended up with an odd-looking scrying stone. I've already told you what was in that. If you recall, wonderful. If not, I'll remind you at a later point. That was for your own backstory. You have been re-invited to come back to take on another quest. Each of you have been given a letter asking you to convene at the commander's office in order to take on a new quest. You walk up. This time not under guard. However, there are two guards standing in front of it. And as you politely knock to come in and are announced, you see it's not actually the commander sitting at the desk. However, you do notice that the room has taken on a new shape. From the last time you noticed, it was kind of messy, but relatively well organized. The desk itself was covered in papers, and there was a window behind that could be seen, that you could see most of the city out of, or the lake that is actually nearby. However, sitting in front of you is not the commander. It is actually Lieutenant Matthias, who you guys had some interactions with. It was the guards' main captain. He's the captain of the new hires for most of the fort itself. However, the big noticeable change to the room is the giant hole in the wall behind Lieutenant Matthias. He looks at each of you as you walk in and goes, "Oh, wonderful! You guys are here. The commander did not leave this organized. Give me just a moment for your assignment." And he begins to ruffle through the papers in front of him. You guys have any questions for him at this time?
I'm guessing the wizard did that.
Yes and no. It started out being the wizard thing. Him and his bombs are rough, to say the least.
Do you need help looking for the paper?
No. There's papers here you're not supposed to be reading, so just give me a few moments.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you were not overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed? Why would I be overwhelmed? I deal with more paperwork than this on a daily basis. I got fucking give or take 800 of you guys to deal with. New
It just
applicants,
seems-
old applicants, re-applicants. It doesn't matter. It never ends.
It just seems the commander didn't have an organizing system. Just from the papers that I can see, G is with C, C is with H.
Yeah, don't try to. He's got his own method to this. Elises, you're awfully quiet over there. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of listening and finding everything entertaining.
Well, oh, here it is. And grabs a scroll, and it appears to have the symbol of two hammers clanged against each other at the hilts. And he goes, okay. Rips the seal off. You see a giant gust of wind slam into him. Rip even more boards off the wall behind him. Goes, right. Magical seal. Magical seals. Anyways, he opens it up and goes, okay, you guys are going to ice caves somewhere? You won't be traveling. You'll be taking a gate. Clear out the monsters and let us know if there's a rift there. Any questions?
Any
Are
wizards
there-
there with bombs we're supposed to be aware of?
No, but there is someone on site to kind of help you guys out. We figured a more experienced traveler would be handy. So we have already sent somebody that direction. He should be there already. I would be mindful he does not like bright lights.
Are we to be fighting rats again, like last time?
I don't know, actually. According to the reports, all we've got are cold energy and frozen statues. So, I'm guessing you're dealing with the plane of water if there is a rift here.
Oh, lovely.
Nala, you got any questions?
Nope.
I know typically you're supposed to, you guys are supposed to report to the commander, but he is currently. Oh, Nala, you'll find this funny. Um. Oh, I haven't fully introduced myself. I am Lieutenant Matthias. technically, I'm not supposed to be the next in command, but considering my other title, High Templar of the Hand of Persephone, I'm giving command over the second in command. But something that I think all of you would find is kind of funny is there's missing person cases where people are slipping through the realm. So if you find cracks in the world somewhere, be mindful of them. Do not step in them. We don't know where they'll take you. The last thing we need to do is go searching for you in the plane of fire because you decided to step in a crack.
Got it.
But Nala, when you are done working for the Fist, you need to report to the Hand of Persephone. Meltus is supposed to be taking care of your future tasks, and he pulls out a sealed envelope with the emblazoned on the wax is a throne made of wild growth. It has what appears to be flowers and trees all wrapped around it. He hands it to you and goes, Meltus will be taking care of your further training after you're done here with the tests we give you. Or whenever you're ready to move on. That's actually what the commander's actually going to deal with. We think he might have fallen through the realms, but considering him, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. He's very accident prone.
What does this Meltus look like?
He's about 5'10", dark purple hair, blood red eyes. Honestly, he's a little creepy if he wasn't like the nicest little person you've ever met. Like, he'd make a great villain, but for some odd reason, he's just too nice to people. And he keeps bumping into shit. I swear, I've had more accident reports about this motherfucker bumping into somebody's display cases than I have any fucking thing else. I've got, hold on. And he pulls out a solid file. I've got about 300 different reports about this man damaging things that just have to be filled out. Could you imagine that?
How does someone have that many reports?
He's very accident prone. But that's neither here nor there. It puts the file back. So, Nella, when you're done working with us, you'll go report to Meltus if he's back, if he's even here. There's all likelihood he fell through the realms, which is a whole nother problem and will be dealt with separately. You do now have a letter simply addressed to you that is sealed and cannot be opened. Not well. Just write it under as a like miscellaneous custom item that says sealed letter, Temple of Persephone. He goes, okay. Do you guys need anything? Do you guys have any questions?
No, I think I'm good.
No.
I'm not able to do anything with this.
Okay. All right. Well, since we're all good and we don't really have anything else, I'm gonna leave down here somewhere and starts unrolling the giant scroll. I want to use a fucking wizard. Which one is it?
That one.
Oh, that would be me, sir. I'm very keen in the magics.
He looks at you and goes, "You don't look that into the magics to me. But could you say the 3 words down there at the bottom?" And it kind of shows you a scroll, and it says, hold on, I'll send it to you.
I may not be the most studied character, but I am very well self-taught.
Don't worry, if you fuck it up, well, there's no going back. So, would you mind?
I, I, I'm not sure it's necessarily safe for me to say these words out loud. Can I check, maybe?
I don't know. Do your best. I guess if you you could try mumbling it under your breath.
Fucking, oh no.
What's your Arcana check?
Not high enough.
What's it say?
12.
12. All right. Well, you know this is for some kind of teleportation spell.
Okay. Well. Here's the deal. These words will cause us to go somewhere, probably. So that's all I can really make of it. However, without knowing the full spell or the full structure of the magic, I have no idea where we're going. So this if I say these words, it's a complete shot in the dark.
Well, it's better than anything else we got because you ain't gonna travel 2 fucking weeks to go to the cave I need you to get to. So come on, wizard boy.
Let's say everyone else. Shot in the dark?
Do we have
Adventure?
much of a choice?
At this point, I don't think so. I think he's pretty hard pressed for me to say these words. Okay.
You can tell he looks a little more excited than just like
Just remember,
nonplussed about it.
I told y'all I would keep your cadavers. Ikra notas panonon. I'm gonna say it like that.
What you guys see is a blinding flash of light. And suddenly, you are here. You're in the entrance of a relatively large ice cave. The walls are faceted and frozen with crystals and stalagmites of ice.
DM, you forgot to switch the map.
Huh?
You forgot to switch the map.
Fucking what do you mean?
Go. It's
Are you not
currently
on here?
no. It's currently showing the old map.
The sewer.
Fucking how?
Did you move the flag from the sewer?
No. Why should I have to? There you go. Anyways. If you want to be irritating. Anyways, so what you guys see is, giant ice cave, frozen faceted walls. There's no light sources. You can't really see. Even your dark vision doesn't give you a whole lot of vision because with the ice, it seems to be reflecting all of the surfaces. And in your black and white vision, you can't really see a whole lot. Even with your dark vision. However, you can nearby see a very small looking kid who seems to be covered in all black. He almost blends into the background if it wasn't for the background being gray. And he kind of sees you and he goes, "Welcome to the ice caves," and kind of jazz hands a little before seeming to lose all kind of excited energy. And goes, I assume I'm here to help you.
You are? Hello, I'm V. The lady is Nala, and our other friend here is Eli, if you need to know our names. Can we please know yours?
Sarcosis Smeldrava, as he kind of does a half bow with some flagrancy. And he goes, "You are the what?" You said your name was the.
V, the letter.
Oh. Oh, okay. Did you get the orders?
We are to assist you, or you're to assist us in finding a rift and clearing out anything within here.
Oh, okay. So I'm taken back. You guys might want to provide yourselves some light. I don't do light.
Are we gonna hurt you if we provide ourselves with light?
No, just keep it away from me. You can tell even in the darkness that this person is extremely pale.
What is the lowest form of light that we can make? Like, can we make black light? And I'm asking Eli.
He's talking to you, Eli.
I know of no light magic. I've got a couple of weird spells that I've managed to study under my belt, but light sources are not one of them.
Like, I know of blue light, red light, purple light. I've never heard of black light.
Well,
Sir,
scientifically speaking, black is the absence of light.
Sarcosis, you being kind of the expert on dark, can there be black light?
Yeah. It just has to come from a dark source. Now Can I see your weapon, please?
I pull out my sword and hand it to him.
You see him hold it for just a moment, and then you can see him cast a spell that you would know is dancing lights. But under his hands, you see the light go from bright to a dim light. And your whole blade is now wreathed in darkness. But it still seems to provide light. You guys can now see up to about 20 feet, and it is considered dim light.
I am enthralled with my sword.
I am wondering how he did that.
It's a trick of the trade. But you do notice now that his shadow doesn't lay across the ground. You guys can see that your guys' shadows lay across the ground and go up towards the walls as you guys are all staring at this light. His actually seems to cling to him, kind of like a second skin.
Fascinating. My character's gonna kind of like start walking around Sarcosis, examining his physique and everything like that, and go, if you were to die down here, would it be possible for me to take your body? I believe you've got a lot of study potential.
If I die, you should run.
Yeah, well, that's a given, but I'll take your body with me.
No, you should run from my body. I am about half consumed by the fell. If I die, it will attack you.
I'll be fine.
So, lead the way.
Also for future reference, if this becomes important, the ring of spell storing has shield in it.
Shield? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. You should have a giant rat as a familiar that is considered undead.
Ooh. That's fair. I would have experimented on that rat.
We're gonna go with this diseased giant rat, and that'll be it. But it does have undead fortitude. Be aware. So, where do you guys want to start out?
I'm gonna start out by asking for my sword back.
Oh, he handed it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he turned the light on for it, and so the light source is originating 20 feet from you.
Okay.
But it is all dim light. None of it is bright light.
Lead the way, armored one.
Huh?
I'm in the back. I'm not going anywhere without everyone else in front of me first. Fuck that. I'm squishy, remember? I'm not ready for this.
So 20 feet's about there.
Yep. That's as far as you can see. So if you would like to make perception checks or anything like that, now would be the time to make them before moving forward. And that goes to anybody.
Fuck. 8.
You don't see shit.
Uh, perception?
Yep.
12.
21 and 12. So, Nala, you see that just outside of your visual range, despite it being just inside, kind of at the edges of your visual range, you see a kind of statue made of ice right here.
I have no idea where that. Okay, there we go.
I got you. The rest of you guys, y'all don't see really anything. You do notice that the ice gets thicker as you go forward, but that's about it.
I'm gonna look questionably towards the statue as I carefully make my way towards it. Well,
Okay.
maybe if I can.
Do you have control over your token?
It does not look like we have control.
Alright, how the fuck do I give people control again?
If you need me to help you, I can quickly do that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to help me here.
Yep, I'm trying to. My browser's just being slow.
I am so sorry. I am seeing chat. Thank you guys so much for the lurk. I appreciate you.
I love my old computer.
What? Hi.
Wouldn't be D&D if something was not scuffed.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. You're gonna meow at me, you're gonna come here. Yeah. Pain in the butt.
Okay. Go to the options. That's Nala. And just in case.
Alright, here you go. Now go lay down.
Oh, there we go.
Go lay down.
Yep.
Why are you doing it like that? Go lay down.
There we go. Everybody should be
Alright.
able to control theirs now.
Except for Phoenix, who I'm currently fixing. So Noah, go ahead and move your character as you so desire.
I'm gonna move her right here. I'm just gonna be staring at the
Alright.
statue.
Give the wrong one.
V, Elisis, you guys see her walk off, not really saying anything, just kind of giving a weird eye to something in the distance.
I'm following cautiously behind. She's probably got the right idea to something. She just hasn't spoken it.
You see, my character doesn't really care. I'm kind of just nonchalantly just like, call on her because fucking she hasn't said anything. I trust her. She'll be fine.
You can move your character up to where you'd be about when she starts investigating the statue. Now you do see Sarcosis kind of like seem to almost shift from one position to the next as he seems to drop through the shadow and reappear in a new spot.
Ah!
Noah, roll me an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Why does everybody that we meet during our adventures have weird abilities? First the time was now you can go through shadows.
I know, it's fascinating. I can't wait to study his corpse.
9.
9. Okay. As you investigate this thing, it kind of looks a little weird. And then its eyes move. And then it swings at you. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
No.
All right, well, fuck you too.
So,
You are still going to take 1 point of cold damage as the thing in front of you guys springs to life. And as it does so, you guys notice that it swings and its claws, which for a creature like this, it appears to be some sort of elemental, maybe of the ice element. Normally they're solid. It seems to trail more frost as it comes across. As if these attacks are not as simple as they first appear. So you're going to take first 1 point of cold damage, and then everybody's going to roll into initiative for me.
all right.
Christ.
Hey, dude, that's the third 6 in a row I've rolled. Fuck that dice.
A total of 9. Again. That's
18.
turned out.
8.
Much better.
Nala, what did you get?
18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. So that is turn order. You see Sarkosis kind of react to it, but not really do anything. And he's going to hold his turn until the end. So Nala, you're starting off.
I'm pulling out my sword. And well, it's gonna be a dagger. And I'm going to try and stab him.
Okay. Is it a sword or a dagger?
It's a dagger.
Okay.
Well, I have my sword in my hand because it's still lighting up the area, but I pulled out a dagger.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That'll hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
I can if I can pick up the dice.
No.
7 damage.
7 damage. All right. You've taken a sizable chunk out of it. Not a whole bunch, but a sizable one. Eli, unless Nala, you have anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna move back about 5 feet.
Okay. It's going to take a swipe at you as response to that. And not at all check your armor class. But you are still going to take 1 point of cold damage.
Seeing that we're actually fighting now, I'm gonna throw a firebolt.
You're going to throw a what?
Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Yeah. My tried and true spell at this point. 19. So much better.
19 will hit.
1d10 fire damage. Haha, fuck my life. 3 damage.
3 damage? You actually see that it does about the same amount as the last hit that it landed. And kind of like half its body seems to be like melted, as if the fire did a lot more damage than it first appeared. V.
I'm going to thunderclap. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Why would you thunderclap? It's not. It's nobody is in range for that except for your party members.
Fuck, you're right. I need to walk forward to do that. Messed up thunderclap and thunderwave, thinking it was a cone, not an area.
Yeah, please don't blow us up.
Nope. That's how this works. Thunderclap.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
What is the spell save on that?
A 12.
Okay, matched it perfectly. So go ahead, roll me damage, and we'll cut it in half.
How do you cut 1 in half?
1. All right, so it's going to take 1 point of damage.
That's unfortunate.
Seeing that this thing is almost dead and getting irritated at Elisa's, I said, no bright lights. You see Sarcosis cast a spell that racks this thing with a seemingly psychic energy. He casts a spell called Sorcerer's Burst. It is a ranged attack. And that will hit thanks to my massive spell attack to hit. And Christ. It will just crack in half and fall apart. As this psychic energy seems to shake its mind and its body at the same time and fracture what little life it had left. It looks at you guys and goes, "Oh, at least your team works. Okay."
Eh,
I'm just glad I was vigilant, or else he would have taken my head off.
I mean, it looked like you handled the hits you took pretty well.
Nothing like a little cold damage to wake you up.
Well, I'm following you guys. Where to next?
Onward.
Can I investigate this body?
Yeah. Roll me investigation check. Uh, Elisis, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check, please.
Yeah. Oh my
15.
god, 21.
Both of you know these are methods. This is a method. They are typically found at the edge of the plains or where it gets very, very cold. You know these are elementals in nature. Both of you know that these things are inherently weak to fire. And that they are usually when they die, they do burst apart and do damage everything in their area. This one didn't
Oh, Lord.
do it because of something that doesn't appear to have happened or some condition was met.
Hmm. Interesting.
I'm gonna look over at Eli, scared. Both of us know I was lucky standing here.
Quite so.
So going
Ranged attacks
forward.
would probably be our friend for this.
Yeah, going forward. Stay at a range.
Can I take the method's body?
No.
No. Okay.
It shattered into a seemingly pile of ice and limbs.
Can I take a limb?
Sure, you've got one ice method hand.
Hand?
Melting.
Oh.
You know they are elementals.
Ow.
They are made of an element. This element is ice.
I don't have a way to preserve this. If it melts, it melts.
I am going to look around. I did roll a perception, and it is 19.
19. You don't really see anything in the area. You do notice that there seems to be a split off. This and this and this all seem to go to the same area northward, but this way appears to have a secondary area that may or may not connect further up.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but from what I'm seeing is to the technically the right of us, it's like a giant cavern that has like maybe 3 different ways. And then to the north of us, it looks like there's a cavern, but I don't know if it connects. So it's up to you guys which way we go.
Matters not to me.
Considering there might be more of these things.
Oh,
If it-
that's almost guaranteed.
If it's a path that connects northward, that may be shorter, I say we try that path.
Well, regardless, we have to sweep the whole place.
Yes.
I don't care which way we go. You're leading the charge.
So north it is. As she very carefully makes her way up to about the bend that she can see.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah. You can see that there appears to be two more of these statue-esque looking things. In that area.
Okay. Do we want to go in and fight the two statue guys that are there? I don't know if you guys can see them.
You
But
guys roll me a perception check. Via Lisa's.
I don't see them because I rolled an 8.
Roll a 5.
That makes sense for how far away you guys are. You guys have no clue what she's talking about. You know that there was previous statues, but you don't know what she's talking about in the sense of you don't see any statues.
Are you saying there are more of them in that way?
yeah, there's two that I can see, maybe more. I don't know. There's a pillar.
Well, if we go towards them, we need to be cautious then.
Could you like point them to me? Like point at them.
She will point towards the edge of the far left corner and say, so there's one about 15, 20 feet that way. And then she's going to point almost straight ahead of her and say, there's another one that way.
Okay. So then, what I would like to do is where she's pointing. Try to orientate myself like next to her so I can kind of see where she's going. And throw a firebolt in general direction. Not
Okay.
aiming at anything in particular.
Before he,
At least
before
trying
he
to hit
attempts
whatever
this,
is out
I'm
there.
just going to be like, I don't have a joke for this. Good luck and take good inspiration.
So I need 3 things from you.
Yeah.
I need a Arcana check.
24.
I need an intelligence check. Just an intelligence check.
Oh, thank God, that's my highest stat. 17.
And I need a dex check.
16.
Okay. So you said you're not trying to like hit anything. You're
Well,
just trying to hit between them.
No, well, I'm aiming in the direction she pointed. She was pointing at this one up here in the corner. And so my goal is to try to hit that direction. And if I hit it, great. If not, at least then I shed light on where they're at, and I can see them later.
Okay. Roll me damage.
Okay. 9.
Okay. So you do see your firebolt sail into this direction. You feel a smack on the back of your head as Sarcosis says, once again, enough with the bright lights!
It's the only spell I got.
You're going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from Sarcosis.
Fucking, he's gonna beat me to death before we leave because this is the only spell I have.
And you're going to nail this thing, and it's going to pretty much just fall to pieces right where it stands, and then kind of reform itself into a smaller amalgam of what it used to be. It is now considered tiny. I can't make it any smaller.
Well, found them.
I can't either.
Well, it forces it to be at least one block big,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Yeah.
it's just not going to let us do it. It's fine. But the one is right there.
Yeah.
You nailed it pretty dead on. In response, though, I need everybody to roll into initiative.
Nailed it. 21.
13.
Oh, I'm so glad I switched my dice, bro.
14.
All right. V is 13.
I just realized I screwed up not having offensive spells right now.
Nala is, you said 14?
Yes.
Eli, what'd you get?
21.
21? Okay. So this will be method 2 with a 19. This will be method with a 13. And what you guys will see is this one start to like get up. Despite how dark it is, you'll see and hear this one get up, immediately trip and shatter.
Okay.
It rolled a natural one. So I'm just saying, fuck it, and removing it from combat.
What was that? I didn't say anything. What happened?
He basically tripped and fell over his own shadow.
Ha!
So, in the darkness, you can see this one method, and that is turn order. You are going first, Eli. You still can't see these things, but you know they're somewhere in this direction.
Cool.
I'm gonna kind of cautiously do 15-foot movement that way.
Okay.
Does that give me perception?
You can try and look. You'll take disadvantage on perception.
15.
Nope, you don't see shit.
Cool.
You see inky blackness and glittering cave.
Ugh. I'm fucking. This guy's gonna hate me.
Oh.
I'm going to sidestep 5 more feet to make sure people can pass me, and I will try to hide, I guess.
Okay, roll me a stealth check, please.
Oh dear God. 9.
Okay.
Back to the shitty.
Go ahead and consider yourself hidden.
Nice.
So the method that you attempted to target does come screaming this way, quite literally. I need an intelligence saving throw from you.
17.
17? Okay. You are gonna take
Yeah, I'm so
3
fucked on
points of
this.
cold damage.
I. You know what? No, that's fine. I'll take.
Hey, Meatball, thank you so much for the lurk.
Nala, it'd be your turn.
Oh no. Okay. Did I retrieve my dagger from the first one?
You still have it.
Okay.
Did you throw it at the last one?
No, I stabbed it.
No.
Okay, then it was still in your inventory.
I'm gonna pull that same dagger out and attempt to throw it at him.
Okay.
19 to hit.
19 to hit. That'll hit. Roll me damage.
7 damage.
Okay. It'll chip into this thing. It'll actually take off one of its wings, even though it's not flying. And it'll kind of turn and look at you and screech at you. But otherwise, it did a healthy amount of damage. And as you're dealing with this, a second one appears around the corner that you, Nala, notice. But Eli, from your position, you can't really see it.
Fantastic. I love this.
I am going to call out to Eli and be like, watch out, there's a second one.
Okay. V, it'd be your turn.
I have to know the distance of how far
That's
I
not
can
where
see.
you're standing.
I know it is not. Okay. I am going to try and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the one in the front.
That's fun. Okay.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Does an 8 succeed?
It does not.
Okay.
And it is now prone.
Does the method have an intelligence of 4 or less?
Yes.
Then it's
Fuck.
not affected by Tasha's.
Oh, no. It has more than 4. Sorry.
Okay, then you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you see this thing kind of hit the ground and start chuckling to itself. However, it does have wings, so a dex save. Oh, Eli.
Oh, lovely.
How would it... If I tore one of its wings off, how would it do anything?
It still has 2 wings. It's currently rolling on the ground laughing.
How many fucking wings does this have?
Who?
And I tore one of its wings off.
So it
So he
only
has
has
one.
one left.
It's rolling on the ground laughing.
On the deck save.
How much?
11.
11? Okay, you're knocked prone with it as one of its wings sidles by and just sweeps your legs out from under you.
Oh, fuck.
As it's
Sorry.
laughing.
Sorry. Tried something. Didn't work. Well.
Well, I'm assuming I'm no longer stealth.
No. But what you guys do hear is off this direction. You hear nails on ice. Similar to the way when wolves run across snow-covered areas and ice-covered areas, you hear that begin to come from this direction. But with the lighting, you can't see what's coming.
Lovely.
But you do see Sarcosis cast a firebolt similar to your own, made of black fire, that's going to hit this one for pretty decent damage. As it, like, half its body begins to melt off. Eli, it's you.
Alright, how much of my movement is it going to take for me to get up?
Half.
Alright, perfect. I'm going to use my half to get up and run away over towards Kinala.
Okay.
With that one being prone, I don't have to worry about any retaliation for that. And then I'll turn around and throw another firebolt at the one that's prone. Is that like advantage because it's prone?
It'll be advantage for prone, yes.
Oh, thank God. What are the fucking odds, bro? 10?
Total of 10?
Yeah.
You miss.
I rolled double fours.
Jesus. You actually nail, I guess, in the way, like, as it's like twisting and turning, laughing, giggling to itself, it just kind of dodges out of the way of what your firebolt as it lands right next to it.
Oh, lovely. I'm gonna kind of pat Nala on the back and be like, "You got this. I believe in you."
Get a saving throw every turn, right?
Yes.
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, it rolled a natural 20, so at the end of its turn, it is no longer going to be laughing, and it's very mad at you guys. Nala, it's you.
She's just gonna stand there and hold her turn.
Okay. The method here is going to kind of half fly, half hop over this one, come up to here, and it is going to do something similar to what he was just trying to do. And it is going to cause... It is going to take a giant deep breath and just thrust everything in front of it. So I need a dex saving throw from from both of you two, from Nala and Alesis.
Is this like a breath weapon?
Huh?
Is this like a breath weapon?
Yeah.
8.
18.
The 18 will succeed. Nala, did you say 8?
Yeah.
Okay, you will take full damage. Alesis, you'll take half. So, Nala, you'll take 9 damage, and Alesis, you'll take 4.
You will see that the frost is getting to me.
I'm
Starting
sorry.
to be a
How much
little
damage did I
chill.
take? How much damage did I take?
4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, I'm frosty. I'm not looking too good.
V, it be your turn.
Well, sunshine, my only sunshine. And I'm going to heal, use healing word on Eli for 6.
Jesus, you just doubled my life total.
And that is my turn.
Okay. You guys can now see what's tearing across this space as a creature born of dark shadows seems to rip across and just eradicate that one. It does not seem friendly to you guys, though. But it does rip that mephit in half. Just straight up in half. You see Sarcosis kind of flinch for a moment at this dark creature that has appeared. And he is actually going to disappear from the spot he's in and reappear here. And he is going to cast Thunder Wave. So, these two creatures are going to make con saves. Thankfully, with disadvantage on one of them. And this one is going to vibrate and seem to fall apart. Its melted pieces just kind of giving up as a huge clap of thunder slams across. And if I remember correct, Thunderwave is D8. Yes, it's 2d8 at level 1. As it deals about 15 points of damage to this guy. And this one dies. It doesn't explode like it's supposed to, but it does fall apart. Eli, it'd be you.
I'm gonna fucking look at this giant shadow, dark fucking wolf thing. Go fucking, what the fuck is that? And then I still see this as a threat, right?
Yeah, no, it's aggressive towards everyone.
Oh, cool.
It
Firebolt.
doesn't seem to want to get closer to Sarcosis, though.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just throw another firebolt.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
You miss.
Excuse me?
As your firebolt seems to sail through to it, almost true to its nature, the wolf kind of looks over, break apart bolt the moat of fire sails through it, and then it seems to reform.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat Nala on the back and like, yep, you got this. I'm gonna fucking come back here. You got this, buddy. Yeah, that's my turn. Nope. Hell no.
It is Nala's turn.
What happened to Brodus's turn?
Brodus went.
He healed me.
He cast Healing Word.
Yeah, I've always been after you.
I don't remember Brodus going, especially since never mind. I'm gonna move up to the wolf.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take my sickle and attempt to slash it.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That'll hit.
4 damage.
4 damage. Roll me 1d8 radiant as well.
Four.
Okay. You see that this thing, as you hit it, the light along your blade that Sarcosis put there seems to flare for just a moment. And your blade strikes through it and seems to deal even more damage. You know this damage to be radiant of nature, even though the light is dark. But that does make it V's turn unless you want to do anything else.
Nope, I'm good.
I just realized I could have casted Healing Word as a bonus action.
Is that you casting it again?
No, but that will be my bonus action,
Okay.
as I do cast it on Nala.
Okay.
I'll just do that now. And I am out of spell slots. She gets 4 points of healing. And then for my action, I'm going to say, hey, Beast, ever been in the sun? You look too dark. Trying a vicious mockery.
Okay. That is a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
It takes nothing for damage.
Damn. I know it was a bad barb.
Sarcosis is going to attempt to step forward and to booming blade it. You see him pull out a dagger and swipe at this thing. He misses with the initial attack, but comes across with a second dagger and does nail it for 6 points of piercing damage. And what you guys see is that despite all this damage that it's taken, it does appear to be very healthy. But seeing that it's kind of outnumbered, and it seems to start getting hesitant with Sarcosis now even closer. You see it drop through its shadow and disappear. Sarcosis kind of looks at you guys and goes, I didn't expect to see one of those here.
What that is?
Yes. And you see him kind of make motions with his hand, but his shadow seems to separate from his hand, and a small piece of his shadow drops off, and a creature similar to the one you just saw pops up next to him. He goes, they're called fellhounds, hounds of the ill omen.
So I guess there's more than the ice sculptures here. I wonder what they would be doing down here, though.
Your guess is as good as mine. The fell is a very hard place to get to, let alone get out of.
Could one rift to the fell?
In theory, it would take an incredibly unstable realm to do so.
Well, knowing he came from that way, as I point towards the right cavern, that would suggest that there is a rip in this space-time thingy.
The plane?
Yeah.
That's what we're here to seal. Didn't you read your orders?
Look, I read them. Doesn't mean I understood them.
She has a fair point. As far as rifts are concerned, we're all still novices on the matter.
Oh. I thought they were sending me adventurers. Are you guys not adventurers?
No, we're criminals who are trying to get back on the good side.
Speak for yourself.
We're
Look,
not
you're here too, which
seasoned
means you're a criminal.
adventurers.
Science is
What
not a
they're-
crime.
What they're trying to say is we're not seasoned adventurers. What you're normally expecting. We're more of the novice variety. We fully don't understand customs and traditions of adventurers. And I'm sorry that we led you astray with that.
You see this, for all intents and purposes, this looks like a kid. But for just a second, you see the old man behind the eyes as he kind of rubs his eyebrows and his head and his temples, trying to not get upset about this. He goes, you gotta be kidding me. Well, I guess I gotta do something about this. They're not sending me any more of you.
Yeah, they kind of look short-staffed. So we might be your only adventurers for a while. Actually, when we were in the town for the week, there weren't actually a lot of adventurers around.
The rifts might have something to do with that. I've heard rumors, but nothing concrete.
Well, I guess we keep trudging on.
Yeah, lead the way. You guys got to get training somehow.
We were heading north. I feel like it's probably the best option at this point. We know that it's at least clear for the most part.
So, yes, it may be clear, but knowing that the wolf, who isn't even supposed to be in this tunnel, came from the right, I feel like we need to go that way.
Well, let's finish one way before we start going in the other. We're gonna go the other regardless.
You don't know that.
You see Sarkosis kind of fall through his shadow. And Nala, you're the only one who really sees it. Is you see kind of a shadowy figure pop back up on the other side of this pillar. From your angle, you can kind of see his cloak as if he's making himself obvious. And then he reappears and he goes, It's a dead end. There's not any treasure there either."
Nah, it's worth a shot. I'm gonna pick up like another fragment of method off the ground and stuff it in my bag.
You do notice that the previous piece of method has already melted.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
It is a puddle inside of your bag.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I put the sword in front of me and I start heading this way. I'm gonna stop right after that corner to where I
Okay.
can see into the rest of the room.
Onward.
See Sarkosis kind of reappear over here.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stay in line with Nala.
I'm staying in the back. I will let the armored warrior queen fucking stand in the front for sure.
And I rolled a 15 for perception.
You get this, even though you can't really see, you get the sense that it's clear all the way up to about here where your vision kind of cuts off due to lack of light and the fact that there's a lot of ice in this cave.
Alright, well, I'm not really seeing anything, so let's continue forward. Can I go ahead and move up to where you pinged?
Yeah, you're good to move up to about here.
Okay.
I'm going to step away for a brief moment. I have to go pee real quick. Wake her up.
One shot.
made mention of how low HP you are to someone?
I did to V.
I
Beep bop.
Kind of hearing the conversation that's going on here. Sarcosis is gonna look at you guys and go, "Did you not bring any healing potions or anything like that? Did you not have time to prepare?"
kind of a rush order.
Well, I know in my case, I kind of don't have money for potions, and they don't exactly pay us.
Eli, what about you? You might be muted, bud.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm sorry, what was the question? I was trying to hold two conversations at the same time and I'm failing miserably.
Healing potions or any time to prepare? Did you guys not get any time?
No, I'm great. I'm Gucci. As far as healing, I'm back basically fully off of that one healing word he gave me earlier. As far as potions and shit, I don't think I have any.
Sarcosis kind of looks at you guys and goes, might have something in my pack. You see him kind of pull out what seems to be an assortment of tools that you would see in a brewer's kit. And all sorts of like herbs and berries, as if this man went on a trip to go make alcohol somewhere. And he is just making a small mountainous pile that is getting bigger as he's sifting through his pack. Finally, he gets down towards the bottom and he goes, these could either do one of two things: give you a really bad hangover, or give you quite a nice rested bonus. And he hands out 3 bottles.
Well, bottoms up. Pop it. Drink it.
I'm gonna stash mine.
I will also drink mine.
You see Sarcosis look at you as you go to stash yours and goes, it's either consume or give it back.
I thought it was a present.
No. I need you guys alive.
Oh, well, here. I toss it. Fine.
Sticks it back in his pack. Keeps stealing my alcohol. I need con saves from Nala and V.
Oh, God. Natural 20.
15.
Cool. You both succeed. So you will get advantage on all attacks. You are given a long rest, and you have 10 temporary HP. You, Eli, see that this alcohol, despite the fact that it is alcohol, seems to invigorate and embolden these two people as they consume it. And he begins stuffing the large pile of shit he just un exhumed from his pack back into his pack. He looks at you guys and goes, so it helped. Perfect. I'll put that in my notes.
You wouldn't happen to have an extra cadaver in there, would you?
Will you stop asking about courses?
Do you think I have just a cadaver? That implies I have more than one.
Meh. I mean, it was worth a shot. It's still not a no.
Anyways, and he slings his backpack back onto him. A little weirded out by the evidently necrophiliac over there.
Not a necrophiliac. I'm a man of science, and my science requires cadavers.
He doesn't know that. Anyways, from your guys' viewpoint, you can kind of see that it is clear up to about here, but you do get the sense that as you're getting closer, it's getting colder. A lot colder.
Can I, as we're approaching, can I strum my lute to see if sound is bouncing correctly in here?
Sound is very much bouncing everywhere. You could hear that from the thunderclap the last time. It echoes horribly in here.
You would be able to tell that by our voices as well. Because we're not exactly
Fair
whispering.
Fair enough. I was just thinking with a rift, it would start to sound different.
You don't have the arcane knowledge to determine that.
That is fair. It's just him having a little fun then.
Did you guys get your long rest put in?
Yes.
Yep.
I also have the 10 temporary health points.
Perfect. All right.
Well, I'm going to be leading the charge, and I'm going to stop right here.
Okay. As you
And
get there, make me a perception check.
Okay.
You've done really good with these so far.
17.
17. Eli, are you gonna stay in the back there, completely devoid of all emotion and or presence?
No, I'm coming.
Okay. In the distance, you do see something blue and glittering this way, but you don't really see anything else. It's just a lot of ice.
Okay, so, not really seeing anything. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward to about here.
Okay.
Actually, we're going to stand about here.
Eli?
No, I'm coming.
He's just a little slow behind the group.
Yes.
I need you guys to make perception checks, please.
Um,
14.
7.
Okay. So, you guys do seem to see this kind of crack in the ice that does seem to be billowing frost and snowflakes and snow, and you know it starts out as water, but by the time it hits the air, it's snow and ice. But you do see like a kind of mound of frozen ice just sitting right in front of it.
Sucks that that's a bad thing. Kids would really love just a snow machine. A snow maker? There's a song about that.
I'm sure there is.
Mr. Snowman, bring me some snow.
So this is just like a portal.
This appears to be what you're looking for. It appears to be the crack in the realm to the plane of water. But you can tell that with how cold it is in here, rather than spewing out water, it's spewing out ice and snow.
All right, there, Shadow Boy. What are your plans? How are we doing this?
Well, we should probably take care of what's watching over it before we worry about anything else.
How are we going to take care of whatever you're talking about if ice and snow are spewing out of that hole?
As you mention this, you do see the mound begin to shift.
I had
And
to say something.
take form into a giant elemental that stands as tall as the cavern is. He goes, well, I would suggest to tearing that apart first, and then we'll figure it out. As this giant creature turns to look at you guys, it doesn't seem innately aggressive, but it does appear to be standing guard.
Well, this does pose a problem, now doesn't it? Okay. I have an idea. I don't know how well it's gonna work though. And it's gonna require some lights as I look at the shadow guy.
Dancing lights?
No. Think you can make it laugh?
I could definitely try, but I don't know how smart it is.
Try. What's the worst that could happen?
Is it bad that I just want to go up and hug it?
I
It
would
looks like a
recommend
very
that.
sharp snowman, so kind of.
That doesn't look like a
Frosty
very
got
friendly
jacked.
Frosty. Uh,
Uh, those of you with arcane knowledge, you do know elementals like this have very low intelligence.
Yeah, but is it lower than 4?
Considering ice is not a typical element, you don't know.
Take your shot. I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't work. And we have to fight the thing regardless. So, if you do it, I have a plan.
well, I have to know my range. And we just happen to be in it. Tasha's hideous laughter.
All right. You see the spell seem to take effect, and it just kind of stares back at you.
Dope. Well,
It's not
All right.
attacking you. You didn't
no,
affect it.
no, that's fair. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. You didn't work there, buddy. But I can still try this. I'm gonna create bonfire under its feet.
Okay.
Originally, I wanted to talk to it, but okay.
No,
That's
create
what I was
bonfire.
wanting to do too.
No, no, it dies.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start
Dex save.
walking.
If y'all wanted to talk to it, you should have told me before I said.
You know, I thought the "can I just go up and hug it" would have been a clue.
Yeah.
No.
Originally, I was going to use comprehend languages and try and talk to it.
Okay. Just so we're all aware, the only way you're talking to an elemental is if you know primordial. I'm gonna give that information to everyone.
I don't even know what. I don't remember what languages I know. I'm not gonna lie.
For the
I know
duration, you
Infernal, Hedge, whatever the fuck that is. Oh, it's Sage language. Halfling and Common.
Yeah, I would have to cast comprehend languages on myself
Fuck is the
to
Hedge?
talk to it.
No, like you don't have primordial. Just so
Yeah. I looked.
we're clear.
For once, let me talk to something. Like, that is my job.
You see that it does take a bit of damage. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Oh, weird. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast a spell must succeed a dex save. Or take fire damage. Half on a success. No. No, if it succeeds, it doesn't take any. So I need it to make a dex save.
Yeah, I already made the dex save. It's taking damage.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I literally said it's taking damage.
Um,
Roll me damage.
I have fire damage.
You notice it doesn't do that much. And it is immediately snuffed out.
Okay. Do we want to try my plan now?
No, because you're all rolling initiative. As it is very mad at you guys now.
Again, any plans to try to communicate with it would have been nice to know before I started saying I had plans.
I said I had a plan too.
I apologize. Anyway.
12.
16.
Well,
How long does that take to cast?
So fucked. I rolled 5 on initiative.
Oh, you actually go after the elemental. Cool.
It's so fucking funny.
So, Sarcosis will get first go at it, but it's gonna hold its turn. Look at Eli and go, "You better fucking run." So, V, you'll be going first.
Well, I'm gonna burn the spell slot for it and comprehend languages. I don't know if you understand me, but he's an idiot.
You do hear a string of curses at Eli. It is all in primordial. It is all the most vulgar shit you've ever heard.
Eli, kiss your ass goodbye. Uh, I don't know how to say this, but is there any way we can seal that thing behind you?
It doesn't seem reasonable right now. It is too focused on getting at Eli. Do you want to
Well,
do
I
anything else?
tried.
Casting comprehend languages is a action.
Uh, I don't have anything for a bonus action.
Sure. That makes it your turn, Nala.
I'm actually not going to attack the frosted dude, but I will go up to Eli and just slap the shit out of him.
You still have the option of running up and giving the giant snowman a hug. That is still an option.
But I want to get on his good side, and I want to slap Eli.
Hard enough to hurt him?
Oh yeah.
All right. Roll a hit. Eli, what's your AC? It is an unarmed strike.
Yes. $11 to hit.
That misses.
So, because it's so dark, you misjudge how tall he is and just kind of bat his hat off his head instead.
Hey, that is fine leather.
However, it is the ice elemental's turn. And it is going to come sailing up. You do notice it does lean one hand down, picks you up, Nala, by like the entirety of your body, puts you behind it, and just kind of body slams onto onto Eli here. I need a dex saving throw. Eli.
17.
Okay. Now you're going to take 10 points of cold damage as this thing slams into you.
Awesome.
Uh,
I'm going to absorb elements as a reaction, take only half of that.
Okay. You are also going to be considered frozen.
Is it saying anything during this?
Yeah, it is wholeheartedly cussing him out. You are considered restrained, but you are under the status of frozen. You see Sarcosis kind of blink at the giant pile of ice that is a snowman and goes, I'm gonna deal with this, I think. And you see him sit down and begin to mutter words under his breath. And the snow begins to die down. Nala. Or, not Nala. V, it'd be your turn.
He is going to follow behind Nala because if he turns around, we need to be ready to guard Sarcosis. So, yeah. I don't care what happens to Eli right now. Yeah, he's my party member, but he's the one that fucked up. Go get him, buddy. He deserves what he did.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
Are you going to hold the rest of your turn in case something else happens?
I will.
Okay. No.
I turn to V and I ask, "Can you ask her if I can have a hug?"
Oh, she wants to know if she can have a hug after you're done beating him senseless.
Considering he is trapped, Eli is considered trapped in his body, turns to Nala and kind of nods his head, understanding that she's not going to understand his words.
Yeah! I just jump into his arms.
Nala, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 12.
You are considered frozen
I'm okay with this.
as you hit his body and kind of just get encased in ice.
You'll just see me have a huge smile on my face while I'm being frozen to a monster.
um, but as Sarcosis begins to do this, and the ice elemental takes its form and begins to move it, V, you would notice his voice is kind of changing. You get the sense that he is urgently trying to get Sarcosis to stop. However, Sarcosis is going to take 31 points of frost damage
Fuck.
as cold air seems to slip from this skeletal structure. He looks hurt, but it doesn't seem to be having the same effect that it normally would have.
Oh, fuck.
Eli, make me a Constitution saving throw.
$17.
You're still restrained, but you will not be taking damage. You do get the sense that the ice elemental has vented his anger at you. You can cast spells right now, if you would like.
Oh. Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay.
Because all I have is Mending, Firebolt, Bonfire, Absorb Elements, Floating Disc, which doesn't do anything, Hideous Laughter, Magic Missile, which isn't going to do anything, and Shield, which I can only cast on myself.
You see the rift in the floor begin to close up just a little bit. And then, V, it is your turn.
Big guy. Why are you trying to stop Mr. Tall, Dark, and Moody over there?
That is not a tall person, by the way. Even by halfling standards, he is only tall. He is 5'2".
Why are you trying to stop Dark and Moody over there?
Wiccan Ice Dragon. Those are the only words you can kind of get out.
Sarcosis, stop.
He can't hear you.
How close can I get to him?
To Sarcosis?
Yeah.
As close as you want. You know the only ice, like dragon-esque form at all is this skeletal structure right here.
Sarcosis. Frosty over here says ice dragon.
He doesn't seem to hear you. You do see that he is locked into whatever he's doing. As if this is a battle for control, what he's doing.
I'm gonna look at the big guy. I got no control over what's going on, man. He is fighting some demons.
Nala, you have the option to do shit. You are still considered frozen. You are still considered restrained. But you have the options to talk and whatnot. Temporarily, you do have the ability to speak with the frozen abomination that's you are standing inside of.
I don't know how to stop him. And can I like sit on his shoulder, on his arm instead of like being hugged? Is that an option?
No, you're frozen
Okay.
in a hugging motion. If it makes you feel any better, Eli is lying horizontally in the ice.
I'm gonna hold my turn. I don't know what to do.
The ice elemental moves forward up to Sarcosis. You see that it seems to lean down, touch Sarcosis, and some of its hand actually goes into Sarcosis himself. And for a moment, you feel alarm. You and Eli both do. And then you hear Sarcosis go inside your mind, go, can't stop, protect, stop dragging. That's it. That's all you pick up. Before the sound goes away completely and the ice elemental's hand actually comes back. Eli, it's you.
Awesome. Con save again?
Huh?
Another con save?
No, you've succeeded.
Okay. Am I
You
still
just you're still considered frozen. Yes. You're trapped in here. You're not getting out.
Then, yeah, I still can't do anything.
You can still cast spells or do other things.
I don't have any spells that would be useful. And there's nothing I can really say to help the situation anymore that I currently am.
Oh. So, now that you are all standing here, I need a con save from you, V.
Okay. An 11.
Because you're standing behind Sarcosis gets hit with the majority of this. But you're going to take 11 points of cold damage as cold air seeps from this thing. And the ice elemental actually seems to form even harder. But you get the sense that the ice elemental is actually protecting both Nala and Eli from the cold damage that's coming out of this thing. But Sarcosis is going to take another 31 points of damage.
Stop this.
V, you did not hear the conversation, so you do not know what's going on. But it is your turn.
No, the only thing I know is Ice Dragon. And the skull that's standing in front of me just spewed out ice breath.
Yep.
Can I touch Sarcosis?
You can.
Well, I didn't hear what happened the first time. Let's do it, because I'm a dummy.
You touch Sarcosis, nothing happens.
Well, okay, that didn't work.
He does feel very cold to the touch, though.
Idiot. I'm gonna get as close as I can to the skull. And hoping this works. I'm going to thunderclap.
Okay. Roll me some damage.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. You see the bones begin to shake, but it doesn't really have much of an impact. You don't know if it really did anything, But it seemed to have had an effect, even if it wasn't a positive one.
After that, I got nothing. I'm just gonna look
Nala.
at the big guy. What do I got?
Nala, it'd be you.
Um, V can hear me, right?
Yes.
Then I will tell him what Sarcosis said.
Yeah, I already
And
know about the ice dragon. What does it mean? Am I supposed to break the skull or not?
it probably means that once that space-time gets closed, shit's gonna happen with that ice dragon.
All right.
If you would like, Nala, you are in range. You can try swinging at this.
I'm frozen,
So you are.
so I can't do anything.
As you move your arm to go strike at it, you feel the ice shift and move as if giving you room. You can make attacks from inside the elemental, as long as you try not to move out of it. As long as you are within range, you can make attacks.
Does that mean anything I throw out of it will go out of it?
You could make that deduction, yes.
Alright. This is probably not going to be a smart move, but it's the only one I've got. I'm going to take my sword. And I am going to throw it at the skull.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Seven.
7.
Yeah.
You knock a few chips off this skull, and it does seem to have an impact. You're just not certain what kind of impact it is making.
That's my turn.
All right. The elemental kind of seeing what you're doing. You hear it, V, you hear in primordial, you hear it say, break skull.
Yes.
And then it is going to slam down on one of its fists down on the skull itself and deal 15 points of damage. You see it knock a portion of the skull down, and as it hits the ground, it turns to powdered snow.
Fuck.
And you see the rift begin to close just a little bit more, just a little bit faster. Eli, it'd be your turn.
Well, seeing as I can just focus on the concentration, and this thing doesn't really get a deck save, I'm gonna choose like the furthest point that I can see anyway. So like somewhere up here,
Okay.
and if the goal's to destroy the skull, which I can only assume. I have no reason to assume this, but I mean the monster's beefing on it. It's been blowing snow on Sarcosis. It's the only thing I have to go on. It's the only thing I can do. So based off of the actions of the skull and the actions of people around me, I'm gonna just cast Create Bonfire again. It's a
Okay.
cantrip.
You notice that it doesn't seem to have the same effect it had on the elemental. Whereas the elemental just kind of snuffed it out immediately. Are you putting it on top of the skull, or are you putting it on bottom?
It's a great question. Let's do it. Well, I have to do it on top because I can't see the bottom.
Okay. As it begins to melt underneath it, you do notice that the water is evaporating faster than it is able to keep up with. So go ahead and roll me double the damage dice.
Okay. I roll max of 8, so 16.
16. Okay. So you do see that it starts burning a hole through the top of this. You are able to keep that up as a bonus action.
No, it's a concentration spell.
Right.
And there's nothing that's gonna make me really break it because I'm stuck inside of a golem.
Okay. One fail, success, fail, success. Okay. So the rift in the floor begins to seal even more. It makes more progress than it did the last time Sarcosis got his turn. But it's still about 3/4 of the way open from the way it was before. However, V, you're gonna roll with disadvantage. I need a Constitution saving throw. Yes. Attack rolls.
And I was still rolling bad with advantage. I rolled a 16.
Rolls with disadvantage.
Yes. I rolled a 20 and a 16.
You'll succeed, so you'll only take 11 points of cold damage.
Jeez,
I am hurting here, fellas.
How are you still alive is the real question.
Temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points, that's right. But Sarcosis is going to take another 28 points of damage. At first, you think he should be dead. From what you know, people aren't normally this health, able to hold their own. You see the shadow itself is taking the brunt of it. You see whatever his shadow is comprised of seems to be taking the damage before he is, and he is only taking a small fraction of a fraction. As if his shadow's trying to help him. I think you guys have done 36 damage. So, that brings us back up to V. You
We're
do notice
going-
that the other two have not taken any damage.
Screw it. Let's go into the freaking beast.
All aboard the battle mech. You think we could take this guy with us?
Anyways,
Sorry, big guy. And I'm gonna attack it with my rapier.
you see its form actually seem to shift almost like water as your rapier slides through. Actually doesn't hit the elemental, as if he's somehow controlling, using up the majority of his turn to ensure his body is fluid enough so that you guys can strike through it. So go ahead and make me a rapier damage.
6.
Now it's you. You can tell that Sarcosis is wearing down. It's slowly, but he is wearing down.
For Divine Smite, it has to be a melee weapon.
So
And
on a
consider-
melee hit, you will choose to cast Divine Smite, which you'll use one of your spell slots and roll 2 d8 extra radiant damage. This thing is considered undead, so you will actually be rolling a total of 3d8 on top of your melee damage. Okay. Roll me damage. Are you going to activate your Divine Smite for that? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me the total. Okay. Uh, okay. You see a large portion of this skull seem to fall off. In fact, everything from like here this way, like from here down towards Sarcosis just drops off into a puddle of snow. Your bonfire is here. It does slide down a little bit, but not enough to make a difference, Eli. Is there anything else you want to do, Nala? Okay. The ice elemental is actually going to move up so that you guys can stay within melee range for the skull itself before making an attack of its own. And you see it knock this horn off completely. And it lands in the snow with a just poof of nothing but snowflakes. Eli, it'd be your turn.
Maintaining concentration on my bonfire, man.
Okay, roll me damage.
One.
One, so it'll be 2. So you guys have pretty much melted it mostly. There are portions of it that are big chunks that you need to damage. You can tell that you only need to attack it a couple more, like one more round. If you continue the way you are going. But you do lose your bonfire to the giant puddle of snow as it kind of just plops through.
Okay. Then I will try to look at the smaller chunks I can see and firebolt it with my action.
Okay.
It's an immobile object. I can't imagine the AC would be too high, but I rolled a...
You need to roll me damage.
Oh.
Inanimate object. Just roll damage.
Unless you're trying to bank shot it.
Kobe.
What?
No, 5, so 10.
No, it'd still be 5.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I will put the new number up so far. You see that there is literally just this chunk of ice left over, of ice dragon left over. However, even though there is no real skull here, it does still blow out ice. And it is going to do actually not that much damage to Sarcosis. It is only going to do 18 points of damage. You do see him kind of get frozen over, though. He is in a shell of ice. But he still seems to be maintaining his concentration on this. It's the rift in this plane seems to be down to about a quarter of the size that it was. And so you think he should be done pretty soon. You think that you can tell that the damage that you've done to this skull has been impacting the rift itself, as if they're tied to one another. V. That be you.
Well, we're not in melee range for that horn. So, lucky dagger time. And I'm just gonna chuck it.
Okay. Go ahead, roll my damage.
That is 6 damage.
All right. You see the last horn that was inside of this cave wall of the cave fall to the ground, poof into snow. And then at the same time, the hole in the plane seems to begin to close up. But as it does, you see the ice elemental actually set you guys down on the floor and goes, bye bye, in common, turn into a flurry of snow and disappear in as it seals shut. Sarcosis is still sitting there, frozen. You are out of combat.
Is he like a popsicle?
No, it's just a shell of ice. It's just too thick for him to break in his current position.
Oh. Bonfire.
I will go over and with the not the pointy end of the sword, the other end, the part that I'm holding.
Nope.
Yeah, thank you. I start trying to break the ice with the hilt.
I'm gonna
It's pretty
help
thick,
Nala
so make
out.
me a athletics check. You said you were going to help out 2V?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
I select my idea of bonfire.
10.
13.
My dice hate me today.
Your dice always hate you.
Nala, what'd you get?
13.
Oh, thank God. Between the two of you, you two managed to crack enough of this ice that Sarcosis can kind of like stretch. And between the three of you, you managed to break it. This ice shell, and he goes, "Oh, that was so cold."
I can put you in a bonfire. You heat you up real nice.
You, you stick that bonfire on me. I'ma stick you in this hole.
Oh, wonderful. A plague rat. Yes. Yes, succumb.
You see him like kind of rub his arms, and then you see him cast a spell under his breath that he doesn't really say anything, but then he begins to breathe black fire at his feet, and the snow and the ice melt around him, and it doesn't hit Nala or V as if he's being particularly careful with it. But you do see the warmth go back to him, and he stops shaking. He doesn't seem to be as cold. Kind of straightens himself up and goes, "Oh, okay. You guys got anything else? You guys like to do any investigation of this area, or perhaps any
I am
arcana checks, maybe?"
I am looking around because that's not the hole in the floor is not right. Also, we just made a big snow friend. I want to know what's going on here.
I would love to do like a knowledge arcana check to see if I could possibly put any insight into the words or the methods in which Sarcosis closed the rift.
Go ahead and make me a arcana check. Roll me an investigation check, V. And Nala, what are you doing?
I am also going to be looking around.
Okay. Make me an investigation check, please.
16.
All right, I'm gonna stop using that dice.
22 on the Arcana.
That is a 19.
We'll begin with you, Nala, because you got the least. There's nothing really in this area. You do notice that there are holes in the wall where the skeleton used to be. But that it had turned to snow once you had dealt enough damage to it. There's no real treasure here, but this looks like it used to contain treasure in this area. V, you notice that the hole in the ground was actually impacted by a claw itself. You don't know where the rest of the dragon went, but you do know it was moved. And Eli, your knowledge arcana check lets you know that basically what he did was he used himself as a conduit to redirect the energy that was happening into a different area that was closer connected to him. You don't know what that area might be or what kind of spell he used, but it seemed similar to the absorb element spell.
Interesting. And at my current level, there's definitely no way I can replicate that.
No. You also appear to be missing a component.
Oh, that'll be a topic for further study, I guess.
He kind of looks at you guys and goes, do you guys have anything else you want to do here before I send you back?
No, I think we're dandy. We did what we came to do. We killed, we came, we conquered.
Well, I have one question. I'm going to remove my mask. Have you seen my face?
He kind of looks at you, blinks slightly, and goes, it's still on your head.
I mean, do you recognize me?
No? Am I supposed to?
No. I put the mask back on. I have no memory. I have no memory of my past, hence why my name's only a letter. And I'm trying to retrace my steps.
Oh, okay. Nala, you're not going to ask me a weird question either, are you?
Well, I hope this isn't going to be weird, but are you going to be okay here?
Oh, yeah. My family's got a brewery down off the mountain. I just came up here to help close the rift because I was the closest person here. Also, the strongest person in the area. No worries. We use the ice in these caves for the brewery station to keep things cold when they're stored.
As long as you're going to be okay, then I see no reason why we can't return.
All right. And he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a scroll of teleportation. You see him begin the enchantment, and with a blinding flash, the three of you are back in the commander's office. And Lieutenant Matthias is not there at all. You do see that the hole in the wall is still there, It's a little more boarded up than it was, as if somebody came by and nailed a few more planks to the wall, trying to close it up a little bit. Would you guys like to do anything before Lieutenant Matthias gets in?
Nope.
I'm going to control my OCD to not organize the papers.
And I'm gonna fight my compulsion to sift through his papers.
Okay. The two of you, Mr. Controlling yourselves, make me Constitution saving throws.
Hey, I didn't roll terrible. 14.
I rolled the wrong dice. Nine.
Okay. So you see Noah, you see this happening simultaneously. So on one side of the table, V walks around, unable to resist the urge, starts cleaning up, getting things into stacks that look like they belong together. On the other side of the table, Eli, unable to resist the urge, walks over and begins looking through the pages. And at that exact moment, Lieutenant Matthias walks in. And for just a moment, all four of you stare at each other. And he kind of heaves a heavy sigh and goes, "Please stop messing with the desk. It's bad enough I don't know where things go."
Well, the organization system is purely atrocious.
V.
Yes.
Not V, sorry. Eli, you do notice that there are a few hundred different files that say missing adventurer on them.
Interesting.
And they are all relatively in the same area, which is how you notice their numbers. And he goes, "All right, you guys are back. You didn't die. That much I can tell. I guess it wasn't particularly dangerous. You guys appear healthy. What'd you run into? What'd you do? What happened?"
The reason why we appear healthy is because of sarcosis.
And the help of a giant ice elemental, apparently.
And we fought methods at what he called a fell shadow creature, and then the skull of a ice dragon.
Okay, well, Sarkos is a good kid. Yeah, well, kid is kind of a understatement. He's like 20 something. He's an adult. He's adventuring age technically. It's just his body's got weird constitution. He lost a few years when he got corrupted by the fell. He would know more than anyone else what a fell creature is. He's half fell himself, so yeah. If you run into fell creatures, that's alarming. And he kind of sifts around, finds a notebook, and starts jotting stuff down. He goes, "How do you help you with keeping you healthy? He's not a... My notes don't say he's some kind of cleric.
He
To my
had
knowledge, he's a
potions.
sorcerer."
He had potions in the bottom of his bag. It kind of looked like alcohol. But
Oh.
it gave us... Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. He probably gave you some of his latest brew. He's been talking about trying to make a wine that gives the same effects of getting a full night's sleep. Yeah, the Meldrava long rest potion brew. I said it's a working title, so if you've got suggestions, you're more than welcome to put your thoughts into it. You were saying.
Well, it did give us the effects of a long sleep or a long rest on top of um a shield, like temporary health.
Okay. He'll probably those in a said elemental.
What?
Did you guys say ice elemental? You got helped by an ice elemental?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
got a hug.
Yeah, about 10 feet, maybe 8 feet tall. And when the dragon ice dragon skull, I hurt a lot.
Huh. Alright, putting you all down for medical evaluation. Because there's no way in hell an ice elemental helped you. They're
Well,
notoriously fickle and they're very angry creatures.
Oh, trust me, I'm vastly aware.
uh,
I felt its ire for like a solid 30 seconds when I got crushed by its chest.
yeah, that dumbass pissed him off.
Oh, wait, I have something to do. And I am going to take my loot off my back and I'm going to smack Eli with it.
Roll
Okay.
for hit.
$15.
15. Alright.
Trigger
Roll
storage shield.
1d4 plus your strength modifier.
No, it triggers my stored shield in my ring. And
Oh.
it increases my AC to 19.
So you see just this energy field pop up as you try to hit him, and it just slams into this energy field. No fighting in the office. All of you, children. I can see why fucking the commander wasn't interested in handling this. God.
Well, given all the missing adventurers that are in these reports, it doesn't seem like you really have much of a choice there.
Yeah. It's a growing problem. Don't worry about it. You guys aren't strong enough to deal with anything on it.
Well, if adventurers are disappearing, telling us how might help us avoid falling prey to the same thing that's taking everyone else.
Yeah, we still don't know how is the problem.
Oh, lovely.
The best I can do is send you on the job we do know, and that is currently fixing these rifts that keep popping up. Because if we don't, they spread. And if they spread, they cause more problems. And if they cause more problems, we need more adventurers. And without more adventurers, there's nothing we can do.
Speaking of, do you have any, like, subject matter on rifts? How to close them and such?
Our leading expert, you just left.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, he was entirely useless. He wasn't going to tell me anything.
Well, that's because you kept
Maybe
pissing
you
him
should have
off.
been.
It's not my
No.
fault that literally every spell I had would upset him.
Wait, do you not know that you can change the color of your own spells? So they're not quite so bright?
No.
I told you could do that. I told you we could have red lights, blue lights, purple lights, green lights.
Fire's
I didn't know if we
fire,
could.
though.
Fire also glows in different colors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Basically a chemical reaction. Add green,
And-
add salt, it turns green.
And you're the one that's casting it from your hands.
Yes. So unless I carry an entire kitchen with me, it's gonna be red. A little regular ass bright fire.
I'm done with this conversation, Luke. Where's the
Okay.
freaking tavern?
No, you guys need your rewards. You guys did a good job. You completed your task, I assume. Right? You didn't just steal Sarkosis's teleportation scroll and came home, right?
No, we did
No,
complete it.
You completed it.
Okay. So, he pulls open one of the drawers, and you see him pull out 3 relatively large bags. They're bigger than your average coin purse. He sets one in front of each of you and goes, "All right." For a commission like this, since you included a dragon and the fact that you somehow managed to get an ice elemental to help you, I feel 300 gold apiece should be fine.
Ah, yes. Fundage from
You see a dagger slam it down in front of your hand before you reach for it. He goes, "You will use this to go buy new spells." He's looking right at you, Eli. Because if I have to hear a complaint about you hurting the only guy who knows how to control these rifts at all, you're going to be in more trouble.
Picks up the bag. And we should probably buy potions because we've been getting very close to death. And getting by with just the skin of our teeth.
Oh, you are like garbage.
Eli, you understand me?
I need you
I
to take
suppose.
it out, please. And keep
Thank
it in
you.
my eggnog.
Takes the dagger up,
I know how much.
sheaths it, and goes, "Okay. Now, your next job will be in 2 days. I have a bead on a plane of wind, airplane, airplane, uh, a rift to the plane of air somewhere in the northern forest. So, buy any supplies. Each of you have about 300 gold to play with. And I will see you sometime in the next couple of days. Understood? Just
Suppose that can be managed.
Nella, did you have something to say?
You remember that letter that you gave me earlier?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and take him up on that offer. You can keep the gold, and what I want you to do with it is give it to the next healer who comes in.
All right. I will definitely make sure to give it to the next person who does come in, and they can restock themselves and buy any items they may need.
I want it to be specifically a healer, because I know how much all their gear and potions and everything else costs.
Yeah, of course. I'll make sure to get that to them.
she will nod and take the letter out of her pack as she gets up to leave.
Do you open it inside the room?
I will start to open it inside the room, yes.
As you break the seal, all you see on the inside is a spell circle, and you are ripped from this plane.
Well, okay.
What the rest of you guys see is her turn into a bunch of petals and just disappear.
What kind of magic was that? That was cool. I want that.
That's Meltus bullshit.
Okay. So I think I'm good to go. I need to go apparently study and brush up on my magics. Do I have my leave? Am I able to go?
Yeah, you guys are dismissed. Go, have fun. I'll have a new person for you guys the next time we all convene.
Wonderful.
Dismissed. Bye.
Bye. And I just fucking saunter off. Until next time. Keep your cadavers fresh for me. I fucking walk away. On a side note, how much are first level spells?
First level spells will equate to a total of 25 gold apiece. Second level spells are 50. Third level spells are 75. And don't forget to learn them as a wizard. You need to pay the appropriate costs for them.
Yes, I'm aware. So I only have. Are we leveling up again?
You are leveling up twice.
Twice. Oh, goodness.
Everybody will be level 4.
So with me coming in as a new character, I will also be level 4, correct?
Yes, and don't forget to stock yourself with items as well. You have 300 gold to play with. If it is not found in the player's handbook and you want to purchase it, ask me. I will tell you the price. Just kind of make a list before you send me the question.
Okay.
Out of curiosity. So the first 3 levels are full HP, right?
Yes. Go ahead and make them all the levels. We'll just do max HP, period. That way we don't have to keep thinking about it.
I
You
will
just
be
take
back.
automatic full HP.
Alright, guys. We're gonna raid out. Oh my god, that was a hell of a stream. Let me see. Alright, that was a hell of a stream, so we're gonna go ahead and read out. Let me see what they're doing. Oh, they're doing story. Okay, so go show this person a lot of love. I have met them through a raid of a friend. They are absolutely amazing. They are streaming Final Fantasy 14. They are not even into Heaven's Word yet. Like, they are so new to the game. So let's go show them some love. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. That was an amazing D&D session. I cannot wait for the next one. I will be a different character next time, so Nala is now a thing of the past. But yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out with me. Go show Frosted Plague a lot of love. Like I said, he is currently trying to get story done. So yeah. But we'll catch you guys in the next stream.